the highest point on Earth. For decades, Mt.Qomolangma has inspired humanity and its desire to always reach for the top. Hundreds have set their footprints along the north slope, with thousands more leaving their mark downhill. To understand the impacts of climate change, one must travel to Rongbuk Monastery, 10 kilometers away from the base camp and by the Rongbuk River. Experts have noticed the rising snow line and retreating glaciers in recent years. One of the clear indicators is the Rongbuk River at the foot of the Mt.Qomolangma. Not only water level is rising, the river also gets polluted. Having been here for over 30 years, Ngwan Gongak points out the changes he's seen.
When I first came here in the 1970s, a lot more mountains were covered in ice and snow. Now I can only see the snow on some peaks. The rest of the slopes are yellow and black crags.
Recent studies shows that glaciers on Tibetan Plateau have receded by at least 6,600 square kilometers in the past 4 decades. Glaciers are retreating the fastest in the area around Mt.Qomolangma at an annual rate of 10 to 15 meters. Increasing water levels are one of the short-term effects, but in the long run, the source of many rivers will dry up as ice and snow reserves begin to thin out. Lapkat Seren believes 2 factors are causing this.
I think global warming and the surge in tourist numbers are causing the snow to melt faster. Before, there were only 1,000 tourists a year. Now it's 1,000 every day.
The increasing numbers of tourists have put a strain on the natural environment, leaving behind garbage, which on some days could be 60 truckloads. China launched a campaign to clean up the area in 2009, forbidding private vehicles from driving directly to the base camp. But as more tourists keep pouring in, it's going to be a long-term mission.
We have installed several garbage bins downhill, and all garbage below 6,500 is transported on yachts. We have also bought private vehicles and are using 4 eco-friendly buses.
On top of the practical measures, Seren says what is truly needed is a mindset among tourists that respects nature with a sense of environmental responsibility.